You don't have to dim down whoever you are to fit the expectation or the wants of somebody else who is not you. Because you can be whoever you think you are without ever knowing who you really are. So you got to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, who are you?
My job, baby.
Miss Jenni, Miss Jenni's podcast.
Hello, my Mr. and Mrs. It's your girl Jennifer, also known as Miss Jenni, and welcome back to the channel. Y'all, we are dropping the tea per usual. If you have not read the title and you just clicked on the video because of the thumbnail, can I get a drum roll, please? We're talking about expectations, y'all, and most importantly, how to deal with other people's expectations of you. But before we hop into it, if you have not already, give the video a like, drop a comment, tell me anything. Tell me if you like this beautiful painting behind me. I'm in love with this painting. Or you can just tell me how y'all feeling today, what you ate. Drop a comment about anything. Subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Let's continue to vibe. And if you've done all that, you might as well turn your post notification bells on so you're notified anytime I post. So I'm not really even trying to do too much rambling. I'm trying to get straight into this topic. So without further ado, let's hop into it. Let go. Okay, y'all, so we are talking about expectations, the expectations people have for you, whether it is the job they want you to have or the life that they want you to have, the life partner people want you to have, the friend somebody wants you to be, the daughter or son somebody wants you to be. We're talking about all of that. Expectations, period. And how to deal with them. So first and foremost, I feel like the way of dealing with other people's expectations of the person they want you to be is by being yourself. I know, y'all, very, very anticlimactic, I know, but it's facts. But yes, y'all, you got to be yourself. Because one, you are with you 24/7, and that's the only person that you need to answer to, the person you see the most. So if you are worried about this person wants me to be this and this person wants me to be that, if you know exactly who you are and you're confident in the exact person that you are, it doesn't matter what people expect you to be or want you to be. You know your place. And when you're so sure and when you are so confident of the person that you are, people are going to get with the program. So yes, dealing with people's expectations is knowing yourself, because once you're so sure of yourself, you're not moved by people's opinions or their wants that they're putting onto you. And underneath the umbrella of being yourself, I feel self-expression goes with that. I feel like there's so many people, they hide who they are or hide their nature or their way of thinking because it doesn't align with what somebody wants them to be. You have to express yourself 100% of the time. And whether people like it or not, that's you. So like I said, they either got to get with it or get left, period. Another way of dealing with people's expectations of you, especially if you don't align with those expectations, it's communicate. Yes, y'all, communicate. I gotta get up close and personal for this one. Y'all got to communicate what you are and who you are, what you want and what you want to be. Sometimes I feel us as people, we want to please others. That's natural human nature. We want to make sure the people around us are happy and are satisfied with us. So we bite our tongue when, people say things that we don't like, especially when it has to do with our dreams or our wants or our desires. So you cannot just not only tell yourself who you want to be, anybody who's trying to tell you who you're going to be, you shut them up and let them know who you are. Communicate. Isn't it so crazy? Some people are not gonna like you telling them what you want to be with your life. I know, or bonkers.
Mind your business, bitch.
But sometimes it happens. But you still gotta let people know, regardless of what you want or what you don't want, this is what it is. This is gonna be me. So communicate who you are and what you want at all times. And most importantly, don't let anybody silence you and silence who you truly are. Another way of dealing with people's expectations of you is you gotta be honest with yourself, love, as well as honest with the people putting these expectations on you. And let me explain to you what I mean. You gotta know yourself, because there's a difference between being yourself and knowing yourself. Because you can be whoever you think you are without ever knowing who you really are. So you gotta be honest with yourself and ask yourself, who are you? Because you cannot expect somebody to see the real you or to see the you that you actually want to be if you don't even know the real you. And again, with telling people, you gotta be honest. And this is also a form of communicating. You have to be raw and uncut. Don't let anybody tell you who you are going to be or who you are just because it fits their pretty picture. You have to be honest with whomever, whether it's a parent, whether it is a friend, whether it's whatever. Be honest with that person and let them know, yo, this is who I am. I know who I am, and this is what it is. So now I want to even dive deeper into this and talk about specific roles in your life where a person can feel like somebody is expecting something from them. Now, something I want to talk about first is friendship. We all have friends that expect us to be a certain type of way. You have friends that expect you to be the mom, always handling every little detail. You have friends that love you but don't really want you to speak up for yourself. Like they have to run the show. They'll be in charge of this, that, and the third, while you're just a silent accessory, essentially. So now dealing with friends' expectations of you, again, you cannot let any friend dictate the person that you are. If you know you are not the outgoing crazy friend, don't let nobody tell you that you gotta be. If you're not the silent friend, but you feel like you want to let your other friend get the light, if their light was bright, it will shine on its own. You don't have to dim down whoever you are to fit the expectation or the wants of somebody else who is not you. If a friend expects you to always deal with the BS they do and, because you're kind or whatever, don't just deal with it just because everyone thinks you're nice. And the same way, if friends expect you to always be the one to blow up, and you're not even like that, you just express yourself, don't let anybody make you feel like you're crazy just because they expect you to. So yes, when it comes to friends, don't be anybody that you don't want to be for your friends. If you want to be a loving, caring, kind, and nurturing person to your friend, you be that. If you want to be that type of friend that shows the tough love and keeps it real, keeps it a stack at all times, you be that. If you want to be the outgoing person in your friendship, be that. If you want to be the reserved person in your friendship, be that. Don't be anybody that you feel would make others happy. You're not here to please nobody. Life is too short, love. Work on pleasing yourself and making yourself happy before you put this person, that person, and that person above your own happiness, because you're going with their expectations of what they want or what they need. So that's one example in regards to friends. Now we're moving on to family. We all know family have an expectation of us. Like in some households, your parents expect you to go, for education, go to college, do this, do that, and then get this specific career. You have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you have to be this. You don't gotta be nothing that you don't want to be. If you want to be an astronaut, don't let anybody tell you you'll never make it on the moon. If you want to be a model, don't let anybody tell you you're not beautiful enough to take a flawless picture. no matter whatever you want to do, don't allow family to dictate your own future. Because again, at the end of the day, you are with you 24/7. You need to answer to not only to your decisions, but also to your mistakes. And we're only human. So in regards to family, family will look out for you. Hopefully, you guys got family members that look out for you and generally want the best for you. But if you know that, for example, you don't want to be a doctor and your mom or your dad is telling you, you have to be a doctor, you don't have to be that if that's not what's going to make you happy. And that's when communication and honesty comes into play, because you don't have to fulfill somebody's expectation just because you feel like you owe anybody something. Communicate and let your family know, this is who I am and this is what I want to be, period. If you cannot accept that, I'm sorry, but I still love you and this is what I'm going to do. And again, and what I'm talking about is for positive things. If you're trying to make something out of yourself, but it just is different than what your family may expect from you, it's okay. Do what makes you happy. That's going to get you to a level of success that you're personally proud of, and the journey was enjoyable. Because life is a big, long journey and it has to be enjoyable. So yes, y'all, these were just my thoughts and my tips and advice on how to deal with other people's expectations of you. It's okay if you being you doesn't make everybody happy. Not everybody's going to be happy with the decisions you make. That's just life. We can't expect to please everybody in the world while pleasing ourselves. But again, I feel like I said this for the 50 billionth time, we are with ourselves 24/7, and we owe it to ourselves to do things that make us happy, that satisfy our wants and our needs. And that's just on period. So yes, y'all, let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know if you can agree with any of these things. Let me know if you disagree. Let me know your thoughts about dealing with expectations of others. You feel me? And if you haven't already, please leave a like for this video. I'd love to know that you guys care. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. We need more members to the family. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. And I just want us all on this journey together. And if you hit the subscribe button, you might as well turn your post notification bells on, so you'll be notified anytime I post. Okay? And I will see you guys next time. And you know how we do.
My job, baby. Miss Jenni. Miss Jenni. Miss Jenni.